raspy, throaty voice I had yesterday. It's me, Andy Gabby Cabby, on a Wednesday, live from the car. Hope you're all doing all right. And sorry I'm a little bit late. Just as I was walking out at the door, as it goes, the phone rang, and it was a call I had to take. But I'm here now, so all good, all excellent, all tickety-boo, as it were. And looking forward to seeing you. Julie Keys, hello, good to see you. You're number one in the chat, and welcome. I hope you're okay. I've just seen a headline come up saying Russian, and apparently some Russian soldier ran over their commanding officer because they were fed up with what was going on. I'm not sure whether that works. Hello, Tanner Family Memories, good to see you. Welcome to the chat, and I hope you've had a good day. I'm on the old Coke habit already. It's been a bit of a long one, but a productive one. Just the same, got everything done today that needed to do, and managed to get a little bit of content out as well. Did you see that that lowlife that kidnapped his girlfriend and bundled her in the van, and she came out? He's had his sentence more than doubled. Would you believe? He's got about 16 years. Probably nearly 17 actually, for the same crime, and that's pretty good. Hopefully he'll get in for most of that. Hello Andy, hello all. Lovely day today, at least down south. It has been a scorcher today. It's been absolutely wonderful. Makes it a little bit more palatable, doesn't it? Hello Cosmic Wartoad, hope you're all right, and Jodie Pitt as well. I had a quick look at that last email you sent me, Jodie, today with your next couple of drawings on, and looks pretty cool, and look forward to seeing them when they're done. I love some of the reference drawings that you find. That's pretty good. I found out after I went in last night, hello, Blood Nose, good to see you. Andy's on me. I found out after I went in last night, my son and one of his school friends and their brother all sneaked into our chat, and they were all listening. And I know what names to look out for now, so we'll see if anybody pops up again and causes any trouble. But apparently there was a bit of a commotion in the house last night while I was out here gas bagging. They were like, oh, I can't get live, where is he, and all the rest of it. But never you mind. Hello, Dave. Yeah, I hope he's never a pilot. That's all I can say. Lorna Mackenzie, hello to you, good to see you. It's been lovely up in Yorkshire too, excellent. Hello, Fern Wright, good to see you. Yes, it's been a nice day today. Peter Stewart, hello from Belfast. Good to see you. And, did anybody watch this spring statement, stroke mini budget, as it was supposed to be called? What's a load of old bollocks? I mean, what in their right mind do they think they could put in that to potentially make our lives any easier? They haven't. You know, they take 5p off fuel duty a litre, and that puts us in the same position we were last week, up shit creek without a paddle. And we do wonder whether the fuel companies put it up 5p a litre beforehand. Somebody messaged me that the other day, but there you go. Hello, Julie Baldwin, good to see you. Robert McNair as well. And hi, Mum, see you in. I tried phoning you earlier and you never returned my call, misery guts. Where you been? 5p off, wow, exactly, yeah. Hello, Christine Ayres, good to see you. Alan Edge as well. 2 years to the day we must stay home. Is it really today? It seems like a lifetime ago. I remember the feeling of watching 20,000 quid's worth of work disappear up my own jacksie when that day came. Oh my God, I'm on time, Dithering Ringo says. You certainly are. Hello, Daphne Lynch, good to see you. Drift Wannabe is having a bit of a chuckle. Hey, yes, it's all good. We're getting the regulars in here. Let's see if we've missed anybody. Tiny adjustments, which will make little no difference. Apparently, we're heading towards worst standard of life since the 1950s, yeah. Wouldn't surprise me. I think we're all going to have to adapt pretty pretty well, aren't we? We are an adaptable species after all, and I think we're going to have to go down that road. Hi Andy, enjoyed your earlier videos, especially about Angel. Yeah, I think that's good news. That little bastard got clinked, banged up for a bit longer. I really do. But, it remains to be seen whether he'll serve that full amount of time, knowing the justice system in our country. Probably not, but we'll have to see. Apparently some public opinion, well, whichever it was, I bet that person's on their way to the gulag or is no more. I don't think they'd piss about with him, particularly if it's ended up all over the papers. Andy, you're late. I had the meter running. Yeah, I was slightly, this is true. Divian Ringo, I remember the 70s. I have friends of mine which are in their, 50s, and they tell me about standpipes in the streets with water rationing and all this sort of thing. And it was pretty dicey. William Costley Hill, good day, Andy. Good day to you, William. Thank you for joining us. Boris, you lockdown, why we party? Yes. Daphne Lynch, do you know how Angie is now? Has she improved at all? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Factual Breakdowns in the house. Hey, we wondered where you've been last couple of days. My solution is that piece of vermin. He serves as much of his time as his victim. Oh, Christ, what's happening here? As his victim suffers from her injuries, with 10 to 25 years added. Well, unfortunately for Angel, she does look in a bit of a bad way, and it's, I do this when I record videos like this and hope they recover, and she certainly does, because she was a good-looking girl with her whole life ahead of her, and now she can't do anything for herself because some selfish, entitled little prick bundled her into a van and drove along at 60 miles an hour, and she fell out. Horrible. Kim Alliston, good evening, Andy, and all in the Gabby Cabby community. Good evening to you, Kim Alliston, and hope you're well. It's all good. I saw a wonderful live stream of old Bill Cannon a day or two back when he was having a walk down the side of the Hudson River. I did like to watch that. That was very good. Lorna Mackenzie, hello Kim. Yes, we're all seeing each other. Hello Mike Alligators. Hope everything okay with you. No notification. You never ever get notifications, do you, Mike? You don't seem to. That's that's one of the reasons I do the videos, just to let you know when I'm going to be live. You saw the throwback to the old days earlier when I was in my garage with the Prat of the Week punch bag. I'd actually disappeared in there to do a workout, because I'm getting a bit morbidly obese like certain TV presenters, and I need to do something about it. I'm still shutting that door, Alan. That's the old thing. Shut that door. Factual Breakdown. I've been helping a friend with her latest struggles. It's taking a lot of time. I figured something like that was happening, because you've told me about that privately. The Hudson is my river, Andy. Yeah, it does look gorgeous. Dennis Kearney, we are watching in a care home in Ireland. Okay, well, if there's more of you, hello to Dennis's care home in Ireland. Hope you're all good. Kim Alliston, Factual Breakdown. Christine Ayres, I prefer yoga. Yeah, my age is yogurt. Bloodnose, how do we get people not to ruin lives? What we're doing is not working. The problem a lot of the time I see is, does the punishment fit the crime? We've become very soft and too politically correct. I mean, you look at America straight away, for example. You've got loads of states over there which seem to be more interested in bail reform and, rejuvenating a person's sense of community standards and ethics, rather than, the fact you're a hardened criminal with a rap sheet as long as my arm, get into jail. And, the same is true over here. We seem to be too forgiving of things, and society is slowly falling as a result, I'm afraid to say. Hello, Robert McNair. Say hi to Sleepy Joe Dennis. Hello, Sleepy Joe. Yes, right in the care home. I got it. Bloodnose, agree, my friend. Julie Baldwin, now that Borders Bill has passed in the Commons, do you think it will make any difference? None whatsoever. I think the thing's probably so full of loopholes they can still get away with what they have been doing. I don't trust any of it personally, but there you go. This is the daily chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby, everybody. And welcome, it's good to see you. We're a little bit earlier tonight, and that's on the account that I'm on the road from about 2:30 tonight. I've got like a double run. I've got to take someone to Heathrow, and then I've got someone flying in from America who was living over there, but they've sold their house and they're coming back this way. And they have a flat or an apartment locally where they're going to go to and work out their next move. So I pick them up in the morning and come away. Hello, Gary Thornbury. Good to see you. Yeah, if you... Dad was very reactionary, Andy, and he was pro-hanging. Yeah. Certain crimes which are so heinous that there's no rhyme or reason or way out, and if it's proven beyond a reasonable doubt, then maybe, just maybe, but it's a very controversial subject. Yes, if you haven't done so already and you just joined us, thumbs up please, and hit that on the algorithm. That'll give the chat a chance to progress through the YouTube place and get more people to it. If you haven't done so already as well and you're fairly new to watching us, please consider subscribing as well. That's wonderful. Thank you, Handy Andy. That's good of you to point that out, that you've liked it. I appreciate it, as always. Mike Alligators, interesting, Andy. People are uprooting and moving left and right. Yes. Factual breakdown. This lady, she's done a bit of acting in her time, and she can be found quite easily on the internet. I won't give her name away because she wouldn't appreciate it, but she's lived between the States and Britain for quite a considerable number of years, and she works on documentaries and a little bit of the arts as well, and her husband's in similar field. And I think they've got to the point politically with America, they've had it up to here and want to get out. So they're coming back here and then work out their next move. That's the conversation I had with her when I saw her last a few months ago. And I'm sure, that's probably the case. But I'll find out more tomorrow when I pick them up. Well, there's her, him, the family dog, and all their luggage. I think 6 cases, not bad considering they've sold a whole house. But we will see. Air Zulu, I get the feeling we British are seen as easy when it comes to the past. We have to feel guilty all the time. Why, I ask? Yeah. They want to scrub it out like it doesn't exist, don't they, Air Zulu? I mean, you look at, William and Kate at the moment gallivanting around the Caribbean. People are getting the hump. We don't want you. Colonialism, fuck right off, leave. And then you see them swimming with sharks. It's quite surreal, that was. They won't necessarily like the politics here either. That's right, Edgar Lee. Absolutely right. I mean, it's just bullshit. It really is. You got Christine there's Air Zulu, agree, Lorna. Yes. This is the thing. We're just straight-minded people here. We all have our views. Sometimes they're in unison, sometimes they're not, but that's the way. I heard Bill Cannon talking about wanting to travel. It wouldn't surprise me if he announced that he booked a trip to Europe. I know he said he wants to get to Ireland, and he did mention he likes Italy because he loves Italian food. Probably hanging around that Grimaldi fella and his sauce. Yeah, he's probably got a pot of it on already. Gary Thornbury, the English are fine people. You have nothing to be ashamed of. That's right, we don't. Michael Castrian, hello, Gabster. Hello to you, good to see you. Robert, I read a story today about a Ukrainian family of 10 getting donated a house in Cambridge. This included their 2 dogs as well. Do animals not require quarantine these days? Well, they did. All they needed certain certification, I think, to get back and forward. And not everybody takes them. Hello, Sophia Green. Good to see you. Hope you're well. And thanks for stopping by our chat. Once the Queen dies, the royal family should be disbanded. It belongs in the 20th century, not this one. Somebody commented about the royal family the other day, whether it should be, whether we should be a republic. And it will be interesting to see how that pans out when she does, because it will be a completely different world when she goes. I mean, I read that she's actually using a wheelchair, but she's too proud to be seen in it in the public view, so she's keeping away. But then her sister Princess Margaret ended up in the chair as well, and didn't look too great towards the end, so maybe that worries her as well. We'll see. Hello, Bridget. Good to see you. And called us the Cabby crew. I love it. Getting all sorts of names for this little lot of people, aren't we? The Cabby crew, Andy's Army. Yes, I like Andy's Army. That's probably my personal favourite. This was me. We should be a republic, definitely. Ever noticed we have no English Parliament? Wales has theirs, Scots have theirs, and in Northern Ireland they do. Why so scared of an English Parliament? That's a very good point, actually. Very good point. Lorna Mackenzie, Alan Edge, Andy, where do you go on your holidays? I've not had a holiday in probably 6 years. And the last time I went on holiday, shut that door. I went to Southampton, of all places, to the old Peppa Pig World down there. There was like a buy one get 2 free or something, so we had a short break down there. Before the pandemic, we were actually talking about going away to Spain or something just for a week or 2, but Boris had other ideas, and been concentrating on getting stuff done ever since. Mark Lyons, can you do a return trip from SE9 to Gatwick in May? Let me check the pricing on it, Mark. I mean, I get requests for London to the airports all of the time. The problem is, what you have to appreciate, I'm in the car for an hour on my own before I get to you. So it could be a little bit cost prohibitive on that basis. But let me check it out. Because really I'm based in Thanet, and the transports are from Thanet to wherever. I've had somebody from America who's coming over here. They're landing at Heathrow, and they want to be taken to a hotel in Dover. They're actually getting on a cruise, going on a cruise for about 3 days, picking them up, taking them to London, and then they want to get from London to Heathrow. And normally, that wouldn't be that fantastic, but I will do that, as they've done the other 2 as well. But it can be a bit cost prohibitive, but I will check definitely. Sorry to hear that. Grandmother's still able to walk with a Zimmer, and she's 95. Yeah, so we all kind of break eventually, don't we? Bits start falling off of us, and we seize up like some old motor car somewhere. People made fun of Trump, but things were better. Yeah, there certainly wasn't any of this shit going on, was there, with the Ukraine and everything else? And it was mission get rid of Trump right from the off, I think, with the media, the establishment, the politicians. They wanted rid of him because they didn't want him in the first place, and they all turn. And you see the likes of Piers Morgan and other journalists who are you know, giving Biden a good kicking now and saying how useless he is. And you think, well, hang on a minute. You championed him. You got what you asked for. So, you know, who are you to criticise now? Some journalist after big bucks, probably. Factual breakdown. I still want to go back to Aruba, but Shannon Lee would like to go to England first, and I agree. Down to Margate. Get over here. Hopefully that can be doable very soon. I know another English person or two that would like to see you as well. I hope Trump wins next time. Well, hopefully it won't be too long. Any newbies here tonight? Yes, if you're new to the chat, let's have a 1 from you if you've never been in here before. Andy, what do you think about the spring statement Mike Alligator said? Yeah, well, you could probably write what benefits us on this. Well, actually, no, less than this. Let's say that it was an utter fucking waste of time, I thought, the whole thing. You know, 5p off a litre of fuel, and they probably put 5p on a litre before that happened. What else have we got there? Some kind of VAT cut for people with energy, but it has to be green energy. So what they're doing, they're shoving our arms up our backs to try and make us get boiler pumps and heat pumps and solar panels and all the rest of it. It's unbelievable. Hello, Patricia Shaw, a new subscriber. I appreciate you signing up, and thank you for coming to the chat. We do one of these every day. We just sit here and chew the cud, basically. Dane Chip, you're new as well. Thank you for popping on and saying hello. Good to see you as well. We literally, you know, we call this the daily chat with Andy, the Gabby Cabby. That's exactly what it is. You guys drive the subject, and I just sit here and yak and respond to you the best way I can. And you know, we've got a nice little community of folks here, as I'm sure you'll find out. Speaking of which, this is as I said, the daily chat. If you haven't done so already, give the like button a knock on there. Dane Chip's been watching for a while. Okay, and if you haven't done so already, please consider getting on the YouTube and subscribing to the channel as well. That'd be wonderful. And good to see you. Thank you for your support. Glenn, is that, I can't bloody read that, Curl? Did I say that right? Hi Andy, I'm new here. Well, welcome to you as well. Hello Andy, it's M's mum. Hello, I know who you are now. I think you all caused a commotion with my Jack last night, trying to get over and get the link so you could watch, but glad you found it. Hello Patricia Shaw, good to see you. Play up Pompeii. Has anybody had the latest council tax bill come through, and does your local council give value for money? Yeah, we've had our latest council tax bill through, and ours has gone up by £15 a month. So that's Diane Abacus. No, we won't ask her. She can't add up. That's yes, a lot of money. 180 quid a year gone up by. It's unbelievable. And one of the things we got on Margate Seafront at the moment, now I might try and get some footage of this on Friday, we've got a Hollywood movie being filmed, and it's called Empire of Lights, and it's around old cinema from the 1980s. And we have the Dreamland Cinema in Margate, which has been closed and derelict for years, and they've done it up. They've installed a film set and everything, and on the seafront they're actually putting fireworks which are going to be let off. It's all part of the movie, and apparently it's the biggest fireworks display we've probably ever seen here, and you can tell the local council isn't paying for it, so that could be a lot. Apparently that's being set off tomorrow night. Hello Jan Kelly, another new person, good to see you, and you're glad you're here. We're glad to have you. And somebody has just said they don't have any friends, which I find really a sad thing to read. Everybody should have a friend, and you've now got 101 of them right here. It's you know, a lot of people rely on these places to come and make friends and talk to people and interact, and it's all good. I mean, I remember a few weeks ago I got banned for a week from uploading, and you know, it cut off my live stream access and everything else. And what this idiot who reported me didn't realise was, as well as punishing me, you were punishing so many other people that log on to these chats every week. And it's a bit narrow-minded, to be sure. Doris James, good to see you. Thank you for coming along. Paul J, the London ASOS Battalion. Cosmic War Toad, sounds like council tax increase just to line councillors' pockets. You wonder where all this money goes every time, don't you? I remember a funny story years ago. I actually know the guy who did this. Hello, Neats, you're right, our own little community. Yeah, this guy, he phoned up one year with his council tax, and he said he's not paying it. High healing vibrations. And they said, why? Why aren't you paying it? He said, well, if there's a crime committed on my premises, I'll sort it out myself. So that's the police off the list. If there's a fire, I'll throw a bucket of water on it. That's the fire brigade off the list. If I cut my finger, I'll put a plaster on it. That's the NHS off the list. And as for anything else, I'll fix it myself. So no, I don't need the council tax. But needless to say, he doesn't get away with it. But he did try. Healing vibrations, we've been here for 27 minutes and 4 seconds so far. So a little bit. Hello, Bob Davey. Now to the evil great reset. Yeah, it's slowly slinking along, isn't it? Piece by piece. Seth 78. I remember during the lockdowns, I got a bit addicted to watching live streams from Disney's parks. It was like look, humans, laugh out loud. Yeah, hi Mercedes, good to see you. I've been doing well. Now the travel restrictions and everything have lifted, business has gone a bit nuts. I think we've got something like 30 bookings next week, 28, 30 bookings. It's completely mad. Hello, Gary Moores and the Manchester Man. Good to see you both. Is it going to be 9 o'clock most nights for the live chat, John Harris says. I try to do 9 o'clock, but all I will say is anything between 7 and 9. It all depends on, you know, airport commitments. I mean today I've had to come on earlier because of I've got a run in the early hours of the morning. I need to get a little bit of sleep in beforehand. So it can change, but I always tell you beforehand if it will. Carl Williams, I've tried not to pay council tax. I wanted an itemised bill, they refused and took cash from my disability benefit. Bastards. Surely they can't do that. Well, I mean, they have, but surely they can't. It's awful. Joan from Holland, good to see you. Anybody out clapping for the... Oh, don't. As I was in hospital, factual breakdown, I don't do Facebook. Even in work over here, I've had 4 sets of visitors flying from Gatwick over to us. Now they can in the past 2 weeks. It's nuts. I mean, I've got dash cam footage of Gatwick over the last few months, and a few months ago the place was empty, and now it's ram-packed every time. Colette, hiya from Toronto, Canada. Good to see you. How's things over there these days? Be good for an update. Get to bed, Jack. Oh, he went eventually. He's not sneaked in, is he? And I've missed him. Or is that just you pulling my leg? Healing vibrations. Going to try and persuade myself to wash my dishes and prep some dinner for myself. Yeah. If you're feeling down, that's the best thing to do. Do something for yourself. Do you know the one thing you should do every day? Make your bed. Because if you fail to do anything during the day, you've done that simple task, and then at least you can say, you've achieved something in your day, even if it's just making your bed. Gary Thornbury, Paul J, if the troops sent to fight were all Spetsnaz, it would be over. But there aren't many of them. I find it hard to work out what's going on over there anymore, because it's all the propaganda and all the varying degrees that they're coming at you. One saying one thing and one saying another, and it's very hard to pick the pieces out. Dennis Kearney, enjoyed the content, gotta go. All right, Dennis, cheers for stopping by. Good to see you, and hope to see you next time. Dolly, where are we? Dolly. Hi, Andy, I'm new. Have been watching. All the best. Thanks, Dolly, and good to see you here. And thank you for joining us. And hope we can see you some more. Neats, I had COVID, but better this week. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Tony from Gatwick, good to see you. Lorna Mackenzie, welcome Dolly. See, quite a welcoming community of people here. We do get the odd twonk in every now and again, but they're quickly dealt with, and we have quite a pleasant bunch, which I really enjoy. We don't really talk about any subject in particular. Like today, this live stream is going to be about, I tried that and it don't work. I run out of words after 10 minutes. So I just let you guys have a free-for-all. It's much better. Hello, Dolly. Andy, are you claiming Pip? No, I'm not claiming Pip. Why would I want to claim Pip? I don't have any what's the word, eligibility to claim Pip, so no. DVLA, lazy barstools. Yeah, I had a bit of an involvement with the DVSA not so long ago about a small matter, and that was trying to get blood out of a stone as well. Lorne Mackenzie, Healing Vibration, shocking. Newbies, we talk about anything on here. That's right, anything and everything, and it's you guys that do it. What is PIP? Personal Independence Payment, Gary Thornbury. And it's a payment that, you know, where people have limited work capability or there's some kind of disability which is limiting what they can do, they're entitled to that payment. I'm not sure, but there used to be a thing called DLA, Disability Living Allowance. I'm not sure whether one replaced the other, but very, very complicated, very. And, you know, if you're disabled, particularly if you're single, and you're in a position where you're on your Jack Jones, you don't really get a lot of money. So, you know, PIP can be a handy top-up if you're in that position. Only PIP Andy has is the one on his vehicle. That's right. Pip. It did replace it. Yeah, I thought I remembered that correctly. Because I think they replaced it, didn't they? And then got everybody in for a review and told them to reapply and screwed them around. It wasn't nice. Daphne Lynch, my friend, has been waiting since before Christmas for her renewal driving licence. I had to renew mine because, you know, every 10 years you've got to change the picture on it. And I was worried about that. And mine came back through pretty quick. I mean, they might have seen it and recognised me. You never know. You go for radiation therapy once a week to blast the cancer. How's that going, Healing Vibrations? Do you feel that it's doing something? Pip is 89 quid a week for being alcoholic. Yeah. Factual breakdown. When I was in Cosmic Water, once when I was in hospital, one of the nurses left the key to the medicine trolley by my bedside. So I've saved somebody's job. Unless you have retained your old paper licence, just 2 years left on it. Dave Carr, I get 1,000 a month. Mad money. Andy, I still got a paper licence. Yeah, I had one of those for a lot of years. The only reason I had to change was because I moved house. And that was it. But I've got the old picture card now. Hello, Martin Quinn. Good to see you. And welcome to the chat. Hope you've had a good day. 600 a month, top score. Helium vibration, sore, nauseous and headache. Achy stomach and exhausted. It does take it out of you. Believe me, it does. You'd be surprised how busy a hospital ward gets at night. Do you know the theme music to Some Mothers Do Have 'Em is Morse code for the name of the programme? Well, there you go. I must admit, I didn't know that. Half of this chat on the pip. Dane, Chip, in all I have 1,600 a month. Gary Thornbury, I ran my business for 40 years and had a stroke disabling me. I was embarrassed to apply for disability, but I learnt how to invest and it's doing well. Good for you, Gary. I mean, what do you do? Just normal shares, crypto? What are you into? I mean, I had to remove, speaking of crypto, I had to remove some comments earlier. Somebody decided to spam one of the videos and tell me how wonderful this investor was. And, yeah, I had to remove that because I know it's a big YouTube violation with regard to things. You're taking the piss, sorry. I found out yesterday, I was watching an interview on GB News. Alligators, Mike, PIP is the benefit for people with extra costs with daily living, Andy, but could have been awarded, DLA could have been awarded for life, and PIP is the longest, 10 years before renewable, but can be as little as 6 months. Okay, that's interesting. You as a hairdresser, okay. In the States, I take it, or anywhere else. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Never borrow to invest. Great advice from Adam Faith. Yeah, I've got a few bits scattered around. And, you know, I even had a go at crypto too. I just put a few quid in there that I could afford to lose and see what happens. And it's held steady for quite a while. But we'll have to see. Hi, Adrian Conbury. Good to see you. Welcome to the chat. And shut that door. I missed that. Good evening, Mavis. Daphne Lynch says. Sorry to hear about your friend. Julie Baldwin, Madeleine Albright dead, first female US Secretary of State, dies at the age of 84. There you go. Yes, I saw that earlier. John Harris, I met Frank Spencer once after he was balancing on a washing line. Jesus. And of course, always spread your risk. Yes, definitely. In the States, but did a lot of training in England and France. Gary Thornbury. Evening, Andy and everyone. Who said that? Jump that, did I? Missed it. Jason Pritchard. Yes, good to see you. I'm getting a few in again. I had the last of my fridge pack of Coke this morning. Must get a resupply. Yeah, I think I've got to get some more as well. They signed me off for life back in 98. Then changed it, got a capital worker come and see me. No leg, can't move, got spine and nerve damage, take high morphine, illegal to work on opioids. Blimey, you really have been through the wars, haven't you, Carl? That's it, that's bad. I knew a guy, it's actually a customer. He's got diabetes quite bad, and he had one of his legs amputated, and it was down to the diabetes. And I think he's on the verge of losing the other one, last I knew. But it's pretty sad. He worked all his life up to that point. It just shows you, doesn't it, that you don't know when life can kick you in the arse for any reason. You got to take every moment and enjoy what you can while you can. Sorry to hear that, Carl. Hope you're as well as you can be. See, that's people looking out for others in this community of ours. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Diddy and Ringo make hay while the sun shines. Oh, there's a Yeah, definitely. There's a lot to be said for that saying, that's for sure. Christine Ayres is dying from a bad tooth. Haven't they pulled that bloody thing out of you yet? What's going on with that? She's not in a good way, only gets worse over time. She won't take meds, and that's a major problem. Factual breakdown. I know who you're talking about there. Lady Catherine Perry. Have a cookie. It always makes me feel better. Yes, comfort food. Something in that, isn't there? Julie Baldwin, give our money back. Petrol pump fury. Station height prices before Rishi's fire. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. So we're excuse me, we're in the position we were before. It hasn't changed. Absolutely disgraceful. I mean, the 5p drop in itself was not worth a toss. It really wasn't. What's that going to do for us over, me, for example? I stick £100 in my fuel tank, and, it's even over that amount of fuel, it's not going to make massive difference. One of the reasons I undertook studies in therapy is to reach out to others. How much to see a tooth jockey privately these days? I haven't got the foggiest air, Zulu. Probably not the cheapest. Should have been 30p. Yeah. Jan Kelly, has anyone cancelled BBC lately? I'm sick of listening to all their waste of money. Yeah, I know. Please don't drop the F word. Say pluck or feck, please. 15 more to 100 likes. Yes, everybody. If you haven't done so already and you're just here, hit the like button. I appreciate that. And all of you coming along as usual. And good to see you all. And if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button as well. I appreciate that too. I think we're up to somewhere around 29,005, something like that now. So it's good. But we're holding there. And hopefully we'll go up again. Hello, Tickety Boo. Good to see you. And Graham Smith as well. And nice to see you also. Yeah, I noticed with the subscribers, it does creep up in chunks and then it stops for a while and then goes up again. And every now and again, I might dump a piece of content online, which means it will go up even more really quick. There's no rhyme nor reason to it. I've never really found it. Hello, Gary Reynolds, my uncle from up Hertfordshire way. Good to see you. And I hope you're all right and everybody else in your place. Dentists are a P-take, 180 quid to pull one tooth out. A 15-minute job at most. Yeah, crazy. I mean, I got in there. I had to have that taken out and done that on the NHS. They're pretty quick about it. Hey up, bud. I found the post-chat issue. Chat view issue. It's Streamlabs. Okay. Found the post chat view issue. It's Streamlabs. Okay. Yeah, I use Streamlabs to do these. Are you saying it's causing you a problem, Del? Please elaborate. Russia has surrounded Kiev. Paul J. Is that breaking news? You tell me. Hi, Gary from Stevenage. Well, very nearly Stevenage, Air Zulu. Very nearly. Well, not far away. Tickety Boo, no TV for me. Haven't watched it for years. And no newspapers either. One of the people that's woken up. The playback of the chat does not exist on playback. Okay, I'll can't have a look at that. Just be glad you don't have build-ups of stomach acid. They really hurt. Gary Reynolds, hi, Air Zulu from Hitchin. Yes. Stan Anders, there's a local dentist for local people in my village. When you go in, you don't come out. It really is a spooky dentist. 749 quid for a root canal. That was 3 years ago. Jesus, that's bad. Adam Apple, good to see you. Just see you pop in the chat there. This tooth they took out of my mouth, I had a very deep filling in it. And who's this? Chicken Nuggy, hello there. Good to see you. Yeah, I had a thing in it where one of the nerves had closed up and there was an infection underneath. And they said they had this thing where they could get in and open the nerve up and clear all the infection out and rescue the tooth. But what actually happened was they said that was only available privately. And I said, well, how much? And they said about 700 quid. I said, fuck that, pull the tooth out. And that's what they did. And I'll probably have a denture or something in there. How do, Andy? #1 fan is here. Good to see you. No dentist for Lady Catherine. Daphne Lynch, Andy, do you like a cheese sarnie with mustard or Branston pickle? Oh, Branston pickle every time. Cheese and pickle, or ham and pickle. Very good combination. Usually with mustard I'll have something like corned beef or beef or something like that. When I last had a tooth pulled out, it was awful because it was a big tooth and the dentist had to put her leg on my chest and yank it. One time she had this bloody tooth and she was going, oh, get out here, get out. And in the end, the dentist assistant had to lean on my shoulders to keep me in the chair. That was nuts. Ham and cheese, English mustard. Oh, that sounds lovely. Hello, Lorna 993. Good to see you. Great to see you in the chat. Adam Apple. Hi, Andy. You too. I said hello, but you missed it. I think I did. I do apologise for that. Mark Dover. I hope they get Zelensky. He's destroying Ukraine. Yep. I'll have a look at that when I go in. I think with the way it's gone, I think they've lost an awful lot of troops, Russia, or it's not gone as well as they thought. So I think they're moving artillery pieces in here, there and everywhere, and they're just bombarding the shit out of everything until something gives. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I'll certainly check that out for breaking news when I go in, and see. Baby potatoes tonight and boiled sausages. I've got some kind of chicken thing with a Lloyd Grossman sauce over it, with some rice, and they've got some nice flavours there. I used to freeze my pickle and cheese sarnies, and when at work I used to put them on the radiator to thaw them out. I never heard of that. I should imagine they were quite fresh and crisp. Paul J, factory breakdown. A Ukrainian boat engineer tried to partially submerge. Yeah, I heard about that a while ago. Hang on, shut that door. If you ever happen to find yourself in an urban fight, don't get close to a stone or brick wall. Stay about 2 or 3 foot away from it. Bullets will follow a hard wall. Okay. I intend to be nowhere near any of it. Air Zulu, try a balanced barbecue chicken and bacon wrap. Oh, I think I've actually had one of them before, actually. Delicious. Alan Pape, good to see you in the chat from Chester. I'm glad you made it. I saw you said you were going to try it earlier. And a Ukrainian engineer partially submerged the deputy president of Russia's ship. Yes. We had liver and onions for tea tonight. Oh, I love that. Liver, bacon and onions. I've not had that for donkey's years. No one in my house likes it. So it's not on the menu, really. Julie Baldwin. Hi, Alan Pape. Good evening, Alan Pape. Hope you had a good day. I love all this. Everybody says hello to everybody when, you turn up. It's great. This is the Daily Chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby, everybody. If you haven't done so already, do this on the old likey button on the chat. That'd be great. If you've not subscribed to the channel before, get yourself over there and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and let's get that building up. I appreciate it. And somebody's just ended up being a latecomer. Who have we got? Red Leader. Hi, Andy. Sorry I'm late joining the chat tonight. All this talk about food, it's making me hungry. I know the feeling. I don't support war or sides. That's Lorna. Could never go vegan, Jason Pritchard. I've tried a couple of vegan things in my time, just out of curiosity to see what all the fuss is about, and I much prefer the meat variety, I tell you. What happened to Red Scouse? Yeah, not seen him around for a while. We had a little email communication between the two of us quite a while back, and not seen him since. So we'll have to see if he returns. If we could reach 150 likes, that would be great. Where are we up to now, Julie? You tell me. Christine is, it's put me off sugar for life. Yeah, I'll bet. I'll take the fifth on that. Christine is. Yes, I thought you might, Factual. Adam Apple, Andy, you need to come to Glasgow. You can try our lovely square slice sausage, not those terrible packed link ones. Okay, square slice sausages. Daphne Lynch, Dell, sounds lovely, fresh bread. Christine has an okay Andy, hopefully he comes back again. Hopefully he will. I thought he was just taking a little bit of a break from it, but I've not seen him around all the comments for some time. Who else is late? Hi everyone, have we had the budget yet, or am I way off? That's April CL. We have had the mini budget, and it was of no use to the normal person in a normal home whatsoever, as we thought was going to be the case. Remember, without sugar there is no rum, and the world would be a lesser place, wouldn't it? Actually, perhaps I will grill the herb rolled pork chops under the grill. Ooh, now I am hungry listening to stuff like that and reading stuff like that. Bridget, 47 likes according to my screen. I think it takes a while to catch up sometimes. I had a Dalmatian male dog who used to run off and never come back, but I used to take small cuts of raw liver in my pocket, and a dog whistle always came back every time. I remember my mum's dog Angus once turned round and ran, and like you'd never seen a dog run before. I mean, he can't do it now because he's too bloody old, bless him, but he ran out the door, up the drive, pole vaulted over the wall, crossed the road, across the green, up and round the corner. And I went to chase him, and my mum said, "You'll never catch him." I said, "You bloody watch me." And I sprinted across the green after him, and I got to the corner shop, and I thought, this is going to end soon. So I put my hand out like this, and I went, "Biscuit," and he stopped. And I did this, and I grabbed him, the little shit, and got him home. But he did it again not too long later, and I went, "Biscuit," and he turned around and looked at me, and he carried on running. I don't think he was falling for the same thing twice. Oh, and there was a third time as well, where he was round my house, and the in-laws left, and he decided to depart and ran up the road and round the corner, and it was my eldest son Lewis that caught him that time. Crazy. Hello, Nicholas, and thank you for your kind comment there about the chat. Sausage works now, does it? Oh, okay. He'll probably wise up to that soon enough, Mother. You know what he's like. My nephew has a new cockapoo puppy, chocolate coloured. Yeah, you get some nice dogs, but they can be little sods sometimes. I have monk fruit sweetener instead of sugar. He's good, thanks. Factual breakdown. Lady Catherine, you have wonderful taste. Elbow cough, you got this. Good vibes. That's Andrew. Excellent. Let's see if we can go back and see if we missed anybody. You could stop the war if you airdropped loads of ES. My nephew has a new cockapoo. I use sausage. Yeah. Hey Andy, Amoy, do good hoisin and teriyaki sauce, but the peanut sauce is just sweetened peanut butter. Okay. I do like the peanut sauce. Nicholas Demarin, hi Andy, the Gabby Cabby, love the show. Yeah, I don't think I really have missed anybody there. I hope not anyway. Thanks for for that, Christine. Look out for it. Why are dogs so expensive nowadays? Cats are nothing. Yeah. Jason Pritchard misses his Doberman. I tell you what, they're gorgeous, powerful animals. They are. Was it? There was an actor that had Dobermans. Was it William Shatner? I'm sure it was, but I might be wrong. I remember seeing pictures of him with Dobermans, particularly over the years. Anyone who's ever watched Harold Balder on YouTube, he's so funny. Goes to different countries and causes chaos. So confident he is. No, not seen that one actually. I'll try to check it out. So this is a true story. I bought a dog homemade bones to the post office, and the gentleman who owns the business started eating them. Okay, very strange indeed. Harmless, so intelligent. I make my own peanut sauce. Anna Perkins, we lost an elderly at the weekend. My son loves the King Charles. May well get one of those when a decent amount of missing time has passed. Yes, terriers are at least £700. That's ridiculous. Andy, I'll send you an email later that you'll enjoy it. I'll look out for it, Factual. If I don't reply straight away, I will do in the morning our time, because I've got to get some sleep and I'm off to the airport, but I'll have a few hours in between waiting for my people coming in from the States. Who likes bald and bankrupt? You would love Harold and Kumar. He's running for president in Catman 2. Oh, fucking hell. I like it. I bought a dog at Blacksmith's. We've only been home 2 minutes and he already made a bolt for the door. Nice, John Harris. The Matt D show. I love meat too much. I'd never try vegan food. Good evening, Andrew. That's Bob Pittman. Carl Williams. My Rottie was 900 quid 4 years ago. Fuck, Jesus. These dog breeders are making a bloody fortune, aren't they? Particularly these ones that cross a Rottweiler with a Westie. You know, what would that call a Rottie? It's crazy, some of it. Nigel the handyman, better late than never. You certainly are. Well, I'm afraid we'll be coming to the ends shortly, so that's at least you're here for a little bit. The pup is a bit curly and a bit reddish, so he looks like an Angus. Christine, great insight in the early days. Daddy is saying we should be playing music live again, and also on Zoom or even YouTube concerts for those who may still be reluctant to go out. The only problem with music on YouTube, it could be anything really on there, and you get the old copyright thing come up saying you've had a copyright strike. It's crazy. Oi, you cheeky sod. Uncle Gary, it was a bike, thank you very much, went past. I haven't had any beans or eggs today, I have, you know. Dog needs catch out all the time. Joe Burgess, hello to you, welcome. Christine is Daddy would like some sausages. That's another joke he does. There's that word again, sausages. Well, if I learnt anything tonight, I learnt that there's some square ones. I had a Rottie Cross Mastiff, a St Bernard, 15 years ago, 130 quid. They'd probably be like 730 quid now. Factual breakdown. Matt from the Matt D show is awesome and has a channel I like. Bell is just after posting a vid, aka dropped a vid to YouTube. That reminds me, Esther Ranson. Okay. When your dog runs away from it, you call it. If it stops and looks, turn around and walk away from it. It will turn and follow you. Never thought of that. There you go, Mum. There's a tip. Next time Angus legs it, leave him to it and walk off and see what happens. Switch a Demon Gloom off and listen to some Spanish classical guitar. Okay. Right, everybody. How you finding the 5p fuel price drop in self-employed? hasn't helped at all. Probably go up 5p tomorrow. Probably went up 5p yesterday before it come down 5p today. We're not daft. Yes, we're going to wrap things up, folks. This is coming up to the hour, and I've got to go. I've got to have dinner and go to sleep. I'm a bit tired, and I've got an early airport run in the morning. So thank you very much for all of you who have come along again and had a little chit chat with me. It was good to see you all. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the like button on the way out the door. That'll be grand. And if you're new here and only just come about, please consider subscribing. And don't forget, in the description field, there are other ways you can support the channel also. And that will be wonderful. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully with a bit more content, and also another live stream later on. And I'll let you know what time that will be when I work it out myself. So until then, toodaloo.